Good morning guys, a totally different video today. We're not off to the scrapyard, we're not off to the farm, we're not off buying stuff out of someone's shed. I'm off to a table tennis tournament, a local veterans tournament, having a day off. Christine's running the shop. This is my first tournament in about 16 or 17 months since I had my shoulder reconstruction. I've been playing in local comps, but I haven't done a big tournament. Thought I'd take you along. Who knows how it's going to go. I'm enjoying a day out back at the tables. It's a bit of a stress relief for me. Not that I suffer any stress, but you know, it's good for the mental health. Let's hit the road. Now, it's the most local tournament for us. Christine and I, in normal times, when there's no COVID and no injuries, we usually travel a few hours sometimes to get to the major tournaments around the state. A lot of them are in Melbourne. But this one's just in Shepparton, which is only about 45 minutes drive. It's the local club that we play at. I was actually president up there for about 3 years or so. I've been playing there for a long time. So I've got to support the local tournament. And it's an easy drive. Christine unfortunately can't play at the moment. She's still recovering from her shoulder surgery. It's coming along well, but it does take a long time. And I had 6 months off without picking up a bat, and then it was a good 12 months before I started playing seriously again. So it's going to take Christine a while. We're hoping to get to more tournaments next year and hoping to make the state team and play in Tasmania at the Nationals next October. And if that happens, we'll no doubt take you along, probably on both our channels. So anyway, I'm off for a bit of a hit. I'll see you when we get there. And here we are at the Shepparton Sports Stadium. It's not a bad setup. This is normally the basketball court. We don't have a dedicated room for table tennis, or at least we do where we play our weekly pennant, but that's down the hall and it's too small for this tournament. They have 15 tables set up. It's only a small tournament by normal standards because we don't have the facilities, and it's only a rural area. Most of the Melbourne tournaments and bigger centres have a lot more entries, but we are still vying for state points. So I've been here for a little while. I've had a bit of a warm-up. I've done the meet and greet with a heap of people I know from the circuit. A lot of them I haven't seen for over 12 months, so it's always a good social day out, and I'm sure Christine will miss that. So I'm going to be playing on table 11, which is kind of in the middle down towards the other end. And then that's in the over 60s men. I'm allowed to play over 60s this year, even though I'm only 59, because the Nationals next year I will be 60. And then I'm playing in the over 50s as well, both very tough draws. So I'll try and get some footage somewhere along the day of a bit of action. In the meantime, I think I need another coffee and get myself prepared. Well, I haven't been able to record any of my matches. It's a bit awkward because people don't always want a tripod standing at the end of the table when they're playing tournament matches. But I can tell you that I'm 4 from 4. That's 4 losses. Not playing very well, but most of the people I'm playing are ranked well above me. Just zooming in here on a couple of guys I know, Brian and John, both way better than I am. I think John's probably a number 1 seed in the events he's in, and it's just interesting to watch him warm up. But even though it's only a small tournament, the guys that have come here are actually vying for state points to be selected to play for Victoria in the Australian Nationals. So small tournament still get some very nice players. These guys are just having some forehand to forehand topspin practice. And now they're missing. They were playing some great rallies before. John's just blocking, Brian's top spinning. I'll do a bit of voicing over while we're watching these guys have a bit of a hit. John down the other end, I don't think lost a match for the day. I'm actually home now. So I think he would have played the over 30s and maybe the over 40s, and I'm not sure how Brian went, but yeah, they're good mates and they just do a lot of practice together, and that's what makes you good. You practice. So here's a couple of my friends, Rod down the other end and Brad, who plays in Shepparton. I've known these guys for many years and we've played lots together. This was a bit of a grudge match between the two of them, and they had some great rallies. Brad this end is normally a retriever and a defender, and Rod's normally the attacker, but they were playing reverse roles in that rally. This was in the over 50s groups, I think. and Rod's got a big forehand, as you saw there, and he ended up winning this match in 4. So yeah, they had some good rallies, so they didn't mind me filming. I stood well out of the road, so I wasn't sort of a distraction. Yeah, some great rallies in the end. Back in the car after the event, and look at this. No, just joking, I didn't win anything. I did win one match, and I actually got out of the main draw, out of the round robin groups into the main draw of the over 50s. I was playing quite well actually, but I do have to admit the reason I won my group match or matches was that the number 1 seed in the group didn't turn up. So hey, I'll take a pass through to the main draw whenever I can. So I played okay at the end of the day. I still only won one match for the day. All the other guys were ranked well above me, except for one, Martin, who I should have beaten. Apologies for not filming any of my matches. It's a little difficult in there because, you know, it's pretty serious competition, and a lot of people don't necessarily want the distraction of you having a tripod in the corner and filming the match. I did film a few matches from a distance, and I'll pick out a few good rallies. I think I might have shown those already. As for this trophy, you'll laugh when I tell you where this come from. I always check the rubbish bins at the local charity shop, and they do leave e-waste out for me, and they've got a rubbish bin that has metal written on the top of it, and they're quite happy for me to take some metal out of there and recycle. This was in there, a trophy, nothing wrong with it. It actually says it's loose on the base, but that's easy to fix, and it says it's the highest fundraiser Vic Bash. I think it's like a car rally 1995. I'm going to pop the badge off it. We'll put it in the shop for probably $20. Too good to put in the bin, even for scrap metal, but we'll get 20 bucks for it. There you go, a little bit of a side hustle. Never let a chance go by to look in a rubbish bin, guys. All right, it's pretty warm here. I just finished my matches. I've got to get home. Apparently Christine had a ripper day in the shop, so I'm keen to go back and check out the sales book. I think we'll call this video quits here. Just a bit of a taste of what I like to do outside of hours, and Christine's spewing that she isn't able to play yet. There's another tournament coming up in a few weeks, but she still won't be able to play until next year. Anyway, we'll catch you in the next video, guys. Bye for now.